Make some noise for the very funny Chris London! Hey everybody, how you doing? Alright, so I'm going to start off with just a couple things about myself. I'm from Washington, which I'm pretty sure is like the second whitest state. We divide our demographics basically by 97% Caucasian, 3%... I moved here about 3 years ago, and I work in a frozen yogurt shop, but it doesn't pay very well, so I had to take a second job acting and doing stand-up comedy to help support my frozen yogurt career. And most surprisingly, I'm 21, which is really cool to a lot of people. It's like, hi, I can get alcohol, except I'm too much of a puss to do that. And instead, to me, it just reads as like, I am like a little bit over halfway to a midlife crisis, and I do not have my life together. And I just have this like crippling fear that I don't have a personality, I suppose. I don't know how to like distinguish myself from other people. I'm like 5'10", like average build, brown hair, brown eyes. I'm basically like the department store mannequin of people, but not in shape. I'm healthy. I don't know. And I just have this like fear that like one day, like I'm going to die. I know for a fact that one day I'm going to die. And I'm worried that what's going to happen is like at my funeral, everybody's going to be there and they're all just going to be like, we all gathered here today to celebrate the life of Chris London. Alright, well I guess that about wraps it up. And they'll just get going. I think part of that reason is that, as I said before, I'm from Washington, which to most people is a state with absolutely no identity whatsoever. The only thing that we're really known for is having terrible, terrible sports, which may seem bad at first, but the really cool thing about it is when you go to a place that has really rampant sports, like New York, where even the hockey team has support, people tend to pity you a little bit. It's when people find out that you're from Washington and you're at like some kind of sports thing, it's basically like you become like the cancer patient there. Like, no, and I mean like they're talking about it and like so we'd be like, oh, so are you more of like a Jets or Giants fan? I'd be like, oh, well, I'm from Washington, and immediately they just get like the here, why don't you? Here, you want me to buy you some pizza? There you go. And everybody's just being really nice. I feel like that kid. It's fantastic. And then there's the other thing that Washington's known for, which is Twilight. I don't like Twilight that much. And I get that. It's not just for like the whole like, you know, it's a bad movie reasons. Like everybody hates it for that reason. Being from Washington, I hate it for other reasons. I mean, yes, I understand that like Taylor Lautner, it's nice to look at him shirtless. I've had to look at myself shirtless for the last 21 years. The guy's got a lot of stuff going for him. Then I guess it's also really romantic how they like systematically destroy everything that feminists have worked for the last couple of years. So that's cool. But being from Washington, Twilight was a little bit of a bigger deal than normal because it's set in Washington. And so when the movies came out, they decided to publish some reviews written by some of the high school students at the time of the movie. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't even think about this without laughing because I just remember this one specific line that somebody wrote. They said, I thought it was really cool how the cinematography team did a really, really good job of making it look like Washington. It looks just like Washington. First off, that's terrible writing. Second of all, of course it looks like Washington. It was set in Washington. I'm sorry, if you're making a film and you can't make it look like the place it's supposed to take place in, you should just give up on film and go work in a frozen yogurt store. Look, okay, like all I'm saying is that Chinatown wasn't shot like over the Hudson River. Like when they did Avatar, you know, they made it look like, I don't know what the planet's name was, but it looked like an alien planet. You know, nobody was like, oh, these little blue aliens are running around Detroit. But yeah, I'll let it slide. Titanic was not filmed in an airport. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give credit to a movie for just looking like a place it's supposed to look like. Thirdly, it didn't really look like Washington. Not a single character was cooking meth. Twilight just makes me wonder like where the whole feminism thing is going sometimes. Like, it's just odd to me because it feels like so many people who are supposed to be like, you know, you think being a woman you want to be a feminist, but there's so many people who just seem to like actively work against it. For example, like I like to talk to my friends about how misogynistic the rap industry is, or just music in general. I mean, we've been making music for like 3,000 years, like a really long time, like millenniums of advancements. Mozart, Beethoven, all this like cultural development, and we're at the point now where music is just. Shawty got a big old butt. Oh yeah! That's a song. That is a chart. That is a chart-topping song. The '90s were more profound than that. At least Sir Mix-a-Lot explained why the butt was appealing to him. This guy's topping the charts and making an observation. Like, I like to think that like this is how he goes through his life. Like he's just walking around like in like a haze of cocaine and booze and like. I don't know, neglected children and shit. And he just sees like a girl walk by and he's just like, she's got a big butt. I just got an idea for a song, dude! And then he writes it, and everybody supports it. So, and the thing that really, really gets me is that the people who go around singing these songs are not men. The only guy I hear walking around singing that song is my gay friend Max, and he thinks he's the shawty in that instance. So it's really disconcerting. Instead of girls getting upset when somebody raps about like getting 1,000 bitches, instead of hitching up the petticoat and declaring like their rights as people and riding off into a Jane Austen novel, instead they stumble drunk into a frozen yogurt shop at 11 at night, going, "We're the bitches!" Thank you. That's my time.